Hi, it's Jerry Sandusky, president of the Sandusky Group, and in this video we're going to talk about how to know how much you should move around in your next presentation. One of the common dilemmas people have in doing presentations is not knowing how much they should move around. There's really no hard and fast rule. Matter of fact, two things will usually dictate how much you have in the way of latitude to move around. One is the shape of the space where you're presenting, and the other is the microphone. If the microphone is hardwired, like this one is, I've got a wire that's going right to the camera, I'm limited by how far I can move by the length of that wire. If I try to go too far, we've got a problem. As far as the physical space, you should always take a minute and size that up before you begin. There's always a workable space in the front of the room. In this particular space that I'm in right now, there's not much room at all, because if I get too close to you, that gets weird in a hurry, doesn't it? And if I back away too far or go off to the side, oops, now I cannot be seen. I disappear to the audience. So there are a couple of things you want to keep in mind. You don't want to disappear to the audience. You never want to turn your back to the audience. That gets awfully rude in a hurry. And you want to make sure you can always stay in front of the audience. So in a space like this that's small, I can move around a little bit, but I have to make sure my movements stay in a space that's comfortable for the audience. And you do too. If you're presenting in a huge space, a wide stage, you can work the entire thing. If you're in a small space or you're limited by a podium, you can still work either side of the podium, but you can't get too far away from it. Nobody will hear you because you won't have the microphone. So keep those two things in mind. What's the available space where everybody can see you, and how far will the microphone go? And if you make sure you work within those two parameters, you'll always know how much you can move in your next presentation. For now, the hay's in the barn.